So let's talk about email marketing and newsletters that are sent to your customers. This has a lot of similarities to the other chapter I had on business-to-business communications, but there are some very distinct differences that you should keep in mind. And if you want to know more about email marketing, be sure to check out the DocStock course that we have on that topic. So first, there are a lot of different approaches that you can take to your email marketing campaigns, and a lot of them really do have to do with how you write. So I'm going to give you some really important tips on copywriting for your emails, starting with the subject line. So in the subject line, similar to the business-to-business emails, you want to create urgency. This can be done with customers in a little bit more of a fun way. You can pique their curiosity, even add a little controversy, or do something else to grab their attention. One way to do that is obviously through a discount. You can say a special discount for one day only. Or, are young people better negotiators? Find out here. Piquing their interest or grabbing their attention in a way like that will be more likely to get people to open the email. So one tip is to write 9 or 10 subject lines the night before, and when you return the next day, look at them and imagine that you're a customer. Which of these subject lines would you click on? Which would pique your curiosity? Try to look at them with a fresh perspective and not as the person who wrote them the night before. This way you can pick sort of the best subject lines that have the most meat and the most interest to people. Another tip is to keep your subject line short or to include the important part of the subject line first. This way, if the subject line gets cut off, it'll still grab people's attention. An example is a subject line that I did for an email a few weeks ago that performed pretty well. It was 15 mind-blowing technologies that will change business. The first few words are already pretty attention-grabbing, and this topic piques curiosity in itself. So remember that crafting the perfect subject line is really an art form. Your results will vary, and different businesses might get different results because you have different audiences. It takes a lot of time and testing to understand what your audience responds to. So here's some tips for improving your results of your subject lines. First, keep track of your subject lines and A/B test them to see what works best for your audience. If you're not familiar with A/B testing, it basically means breaking up a subject line A and subject line B, but changing one small variable to see which performs better. So this could be you capitalize one and not the other. One is a little bit shorter and one is a little bit longer version of the same subject line. And you can also try other variations. You can make it more to the point, more intriguing, see if different words perform better than others. A lot of this will just require looking back at old emails and comparing data. The second is observe and study the subject lines that compelled you to click, especially those of competitors. For example, this is a subject line I really enjoyed from AppSumo, the tool you never knew you needed until now. I had to click that because I didn't know I needed it until now. What is this tool? Following these instructions will help you improve the conversions of your subject lines and get more customers to open your emails.